for the rematch between number 16 Alabama and the Florida Gators, who 2 weeks ago took Alabama to overtime at their court in Tuscaloosa. But now the Gators are at home and still plenty to play for. Let's get you courtside with head coach Nate Oates. Here's Marty Smith.
Thank you, Tommy. Coach, every game matters so much right now. What's your message to your guys about the opportunity before them tonight?
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance we could play for a share of the league title. You know, even if it wasn't, like, we got to be playing our best basketball come March and get on a run for both the SEC tournament and for the NCAA tournament. So we're trying to play our best basketball in March. We got to come out and play well, get the momentum going our way.
We see Latrell Wrightsell in warm-ups, fully dressed. What role might he play tonight?
Yeah, we're going to go with him. He's cleared to play. We just didn't want to start him his first game back, so he should be in early. Hopefully he plays well and we get this thing going again.
Appreciate you. That's a great jacket. Have fun tonight.
This is a real test of Alabama's maturity. Nate Oates was up till 4 a.m. on Sunday trying to digest that Tennessee loss out of his system. Now he's got to have his team ready in a really hot building. Florida has been terrific on their home floor. These two teams went to overtime in Tuscaloosa just a couple of weeks ago.
It was 85 all at the end of regulation. Estrada was the one who was able to force overtime in that one with an offensive putback. Florida's coming off of a road loss to South Carolina, 82-76 on Saturday afternoon. South Carolina, one of a handful of teams still aiming for that regular season title. A contested two-point jumpers off and rebound by Aaron Estrada, who's fouled 93 feet from the basket. Here's a look at the starting five for Alabama.
Right at 91 points.
Nelson kicks it into the corner. Alabama, not just the best scoring team, but also #1 in offensive efficiency. Only put up 74 points in Saturday's loss at home to Tennessee. Florida starters have been regulars all season. It's been a consistent lineup. And one of the better players off the bench has been Riley Kugel, who had a good game this weekend against South Carolina. Todd Golden is looking for more production from him. Micah Hanglotten down the lane, and he's
a rebounding team in the nation right now, grabbing 39% of their misses.
Here's Estrada with a half step. That was a concern for Todd Golden. Estrada getting downhill. Nelson, no. Estrada keeps it alive. Good feed inside and a bucket in the paint for Jaron Stevenson. If you can run a little bit as well, 12th in the country, just a hair under 85 points a game. And it's an Alabama turnover, leads to a Florida run out. Nothing doing at the rim, and it is Alabama basketball.
Two selfless guys that truly care about the good for others, and those two dudes can hoop as well.
Nice reverse by Nelson, part of the senior night festivities here in Gainesville. Poland penetrates, looking for a touch shot, and it's rebounded by Nelson. Now Walters with the spin, hesitating, and finally gets it to go after hanging in.
To get minutes because he's a competitive son of a gun.
Is that verbatim quote?
Pretty much.
Okay. He's got two, and he's still on the floor, and he gets beat by the spin from Mohamed Diabate.
Yeah. Around the rim.
Houck has his hands full with Estrada, but then Clayton nearly bailed him out. Wrightsell kicks it to the corner and gets it back. Shot clock at 9. Bowling ball move from Latrell Wrightsell for his first bucket. And 2 guard the ball. They average allowing 92 points per game over their 9 losses. It's been an issue for Nate Oates all season. Estrada over Houck.
I think Todd Golden, though, he's not married to that. You get 2 fouls, you come straight out.
Rebounded by Diabate.
I like what Todd told his guys today at the shoot around. We are at home. Turn it up, man. Let this thing loose and play tonight. Be the aggressor the entire 40 minutes.
Back clock at 9. Kugel working on Sears. Nearly turned it over. Condon had to get on the floor for it. It'll be a jump ball in the Kansas State. Jimmy has 7 overtime wins, and then they have 7 losses by single digits. It's hard to figure them out.
And what else is hard to figure out? You look at the Big 12 standings. Kansas 9-7, tied for 5th. Just uncommon territory for Bill Selfridge's play. And if he gets that 34-35%, that's a big deal going forward.
Estrada with a kiss off the window. He's got 4. Bama. Richard trying to shoot his way out of a slump. Was only 1 for 11 from 3 coming in over the last couple. Good spin move from Estrada, then the pump fake. He finds Pringle, and he gets it to drop, and a three-point chance for Nick Pringle.
I love the game of Nick Pringle right now. He's coming off of a 13-point, 9-rebound slugfest against Tennessee in the loss. But he keeps Alabama, in my opinion, from getting punked at the rim. Talking about 23 in red. He's very good getting his chest into yours. He's a big, explosive athlete.
2 personal fouls here early. That was his second on Handlogson. Pringle with a 3-point play, but that's in the country.
Well, Todd Golden's number tonight is to keep Alabama at 25 3-point attempts or lower. Not easy to do. They average close to 30.
Pringle fighting for the rebound, got fouled by Condon. Pringle in the bonus. This is the front end, but Nelson is there for the rebound into Pringle's hands. Stroud on the bench for a moment. And here's Nelson going downhill. Good length of the finger roll for Grant Nelson at 6'11".
1 seed right now over Tennessee. And you think about Arizona, 14-4 in the Pac-12. It's a 2-bid league. A 2-bid league, and they're 14-4 as opposed to Tennessee, who's 13-3 in a 7 or 8 bid league. And I give Arizona a slight edge over Tennessee in the non-conference, but seconds of their possession. Their points per possession is almost like 1.4, and they chart all those things, but you've got to keep Alabama out of the lane at the end of the day. If you guard the ball against 3, and that's why Alabama
flying after he lowered the shoulder.
Well, there's one push off. You're going to get him on the second push off. Probably could have called the first one with the extension. And
here's Nelson from behind the line and puts up an air ball, but a save by Bama. Nelson another chance at it, and he draws the foul.
Bama third in the country at 39%. If you're Florida.
Another one coming for Nelson, senior from Devils Lake, North Dakota. Raiders now enjoy a 4-point lead.
Great job by Samuels to get his feet underneath his shoulders and not rush it so he could power through the contact.
And here we go. Now Nelson answers. This is what 6-0 Gators run, their largest lead of the game, and a hand check out top will be
matched. And it's the number of 3-point attempts that you have to be concerned with. Alabama, remember, he's got family responsibilities Sunday morning. They dive right back into preparation for Florida. It is such a grind and very difficult to get yourself ready to go again as a head coach.
Goal from Walter Clayton Jr. Bama looking for something. They get it from Estrada. Estrada finds Griffin in the corner, and that's the first 3 of the game for Bama. The one. Sears splits the defenders and gets all the way to the rack for his first field goal of the game. Start, Florida's really turned it up. Sears reverses it in.
Alabama
gives some encouragement or two to his teammates, and now here's Brian.
Coach, thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I felt like our offensive struggles early started to affect our defensive effort. We were pretty good on defense. We struggled on offense, and we just quit playing. We gave up a couple layups in transition. We can't let frustrations on offense affect our defense.
Thank you, Coach.
Steals in this game for the Florida defense, and a bounce inside to Nelson, who draws the whistle. Conference coming out of the Summit League in North.
If you're a guard in this league and you can't play through contact, you can't score. Really well done by Pullen.
Sears, no touch yet on this possession. Here's Estrada. Lineley throws it up and sneaks.
For a lot of us.
Yeah.
He was honored, got his framed jersey before the game today on senior night. One of 6 active players in college basketball. Whoa, Sears is getting going now. No, shot clock is late again. Walters turning the corner. Working on Samuel, got the block. Shot clock at 5, that one hit the rim. Nelson with the follow. Done whatever it's wanted here in the second half on the offensive end. Samuel deep. Follow tip, no, and then Condon caught an elbow.
That is a beautiful defensive job by Florida so far. They just need to defend without fouling.
Sears able to get to the rim. He is
It's an easy We have 13 minutes left. We have to play so hard, and we have to get tougher, tougher, tougher.
15 of Florida's 65 points have come in transition.
But he's right there with Tristan Guard on both ends of the floor right now. Then that kid from Houston, Braden Smith at Purdue.
Snap a 7-0 Florida run. Clayton too strong. Nate Oates screaming instructions at his team. Sears down the paint and one.
He was, again, scoring, going to his right. Just sometimes.
Florida gets a long rebound. Clayton steps through. And here's Sears.
They fix the problem before the coach has to fix the problem. That's been another area of growth for Mark Sears this year.
Sears for three from the top of the key. He's one of.
Not let up. Clean rebounds and run them. Run them. Do not let them off the hook.
Oh, that is an aggressive mindset, Marty. And Jimmy, it's been an aggressive
The last 2 or 3 weeks. And Todd Golden is right.
all to put together a monster win. Florida's last 20-point win against a top 25 opponent came in January of 21 against number 6 Tennessee. Estrada, great effort. Florida's outscored Alabama by 9 in the second half. Clayton tracks it down behind the back save. And now Pullen on his way in. Empty
Anton matching system. You can have orange 151, red orange 173, or brown 1535. We're at Billy Donovan Court. And the last repeat national champion came right out of Gainesville. And I will not be shocked at all if UConn doesn't win it again this year. One of my top 5 players in college basketball this year. On the best team, he's their leader.
And the field, where would you lean?
I would take the top 3. I would take usually in your favor.
21-point Florida lead over Bama. Clayton can't finish. They said it was a foul on Nelson a few moments ago. It's obviously changed. He's still in the game. And Celtics on ABC, and it's UFC 299.
He's also deserving to one of my top 5 guys in college ball this year.
Bama just 2 for 18 from 3 in this one. Estrada. Again, sleight of hand to sneak it past Samuel.
Isn't a free throw shooter. You want him on the floor to close out games. And man, he's a liability right now in close games because of it.
Sears guides it in from the corner. He's got 1 for warm-ups. Then some teams would only provide 1.
It's got to be the same ball that you're going to play with, though, is my point.
You would think. Sears transition 3. And he buries that one.
He's go.
We had a little bit of a run-in with that huge black gate. There's other vehicles. Raise hell, praise Dale, boys.
I mean, Florida is the real deal. They're so close to being a 24-win team. They've lost 4 one-possession games, and they are going to be a problem in Nashville and beyond.
Rylan Griffin injured his lower leg on that collision near the sideline. Nate Oates is losing his mind. They have to pull Oates back. He has been frustrated all day. This was the collision. No foul was whistled on the play.
Tom, that is a ton of contact. When 3 bodies come colliding together as hard as that is. And Griffin can't put any weight at all on that right leg.
So they're going to take an extra look at this one. And
after review, both guys were going for a loose ball. Ball went out of bounds. Call on the floor stands. It'll be Florida ball on the sideline.
It's been that kind of night for Alabama, trailing 90-72. Go for Walter Clayton Jr. and he'll peel out. Clayton and Will Rich are both with 20-point games for the Gators. A turnover leads to an Alabama run out. Diabate, no. Pringle, yeah.
On Alabama.
Jimmy, I think you just hit on something that's a huge advantage for coaches these days when it comes to recruiting. Instead of guessing
through point guard, and Zion Poland, all those guys really good at that lead guard, but 5, they'll be playing for a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Kentucky, Auburn, Alabama, for all of them, and Nate Oates will talk about it again. He's been very transparent with all of us and his team. Defensively right now, they've all of college basketball. Think about this. The team picked dead last.
Yep.
Dead last is playing the team picked first. Alabama, again, they've only taken 21 three-point shots in this game. Coaches know.
It's 53% of the season. It's one of the best in the country from deep. They're making 11 and a half threes per game. Richard for 3. Estrada banks it in.
The depth of Florida, it's real depth. And Todd Golden doesn't put a bad player or a non-offensive player on the floor. He calls timeout to empty the bench and get guys in, and the seniors stroll off for the last time. It's an emotional time for guys like Pullen.
And an opportunity for Klatsky, May, and Anderson. Jack May, Alex Klatsky, and Bennett Anderson, who are honored for senior night before the game tonight. Poland leads with 19. What an effort. 5-11 from the floor.
Just does not turn it over. Poland so good in cleaning the ball. Like he averages 1 turnover per game, and he plays 36, 37 minutes.
Crowd wants Anderson to shoot. His teammates are telling him the same thing. His coach, on the other hand, says, we will take this one to the house. And boy, did they deliver. 105-87. Florida still in play for a top 4 seed in the SEC tournament. Tomorrow night on ESPN2, Tennessee will have a chance to win the league thanks to Alabama's loss.
Coach, really tough one on the road. Gators, you knew would bring it to you, and they certainly did in this one.
Yeah, we didn't play very well tonight. I thought our offensive struggles in the first half led to some defensive frustration. We thought we were trying hard on defense for a while, and I think we got guys that let offensive struggles affect their energy, their effort, their focus on defense, and it got away from us there.
To your point, there were moments your team really did look tired tonight, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't played a Tuesday game in a while. We had a tough one Saturday night. We gave them Sunday off, and we came in and did video. We tried to just go fairly late Monday, but they did look a little tired and worn down. Thought we'd be able to play Reitzel more. He wasn't able to play as much. We had foul trouble. A lot of things didn't go well. We didn't shoot it well, but you got to give them a lot of credit. They were very physical with us and took us off what we were trying to do, and we didn't respond well to it.
I know you can't tell me anything more than what you already have on Latrell, but anything you can tell us on Rylan and how things look for him? That was scary looking to see him go down late in the game as he did.
Rylan's got a calf injury that he's getting an MRI tomorrow. That's all I know on that. And, Clark does a great job. He'll have guys ready to go if they're able to be ready to go. If not, we're not going to play guys that aren't ready to go.
Negative that you had to turn around and play as quick as you did. I guess a plus now that you'll get an extra day to refocus, perhaps mentally as much as physically, Coach, before you finish the regular season with Arkansas and try to go into the tournament with some momentum regained once again.
Yeah, we got a good enough team. We can try to go win the SEC tournament. We got to get a win against Arkansas to try to get our seeding as good as we can. But, very disappointing tonight, but we got to regroup. We got one more home game, senior night, and then we got to get ready to play a national in the SEC tournament.
Thank you, Coach.